So here in Calgary, we don't have a lot of bike builders, frame builders, to speak of, you know, considering the size of our city. It's kind of shocking that there kind of for the longest time really wasn't any that are building bikes, but now there is and has been for a while. And the fellow that's building those bikes, his name is Kruch. And I won't bore everybody with how long I've known that guy. But a few years ago, he started on the side and as a passion project, started building some bikes, which he labels Kruch Bikes. And you can find his stuff online. I'll put a little link up on the screen right now. And so he does custom steel and has been doing steel fat bikes and all kinds of stuff. Even this super crazy tandem I've seen pictures of or videos of some people in Squamish riding the gnarliest stuff on a tandem. And last year he decided to do a little run of kind of complete made in Asia frames. And what makes these pretty cool is that it was a frame, fork, and handlebar combo, which he calls GTREX. And the GTREX was all about a bike that you could rip around in the city and then maybe go shred trails. And of course, being the kind of guy that I am, it's like, well, I want to put racks on this thing and maybe see if I can go bike pack it. So in my brain, the Bikepacker was born. And so right behind me, you can see my Kruch GTREX in this crazy sparkle purple. And my plan with this thing was to basically make a pump track bike, or like an urban bike, because I actually don't have one, and something that I can kind of like fart around on pump tracks or downtown or whatever. And I thought, you know, I'm gonna see if I can actually figure out a way to maybe mount some racks and bags in this thing and take it bike packing. So we'll see how that goes. That adventure's coming up. But first, check it out. Let's have a look at this cool bike of mine, because you know I really want to stand up because the bugs are eating me alive. All right, so there she is in all her glory. That's the Kruch GTREX Pumptracker edition. So right away, the first thing I decided to do was to break his rules around wheel sizes. He had sort of made this bike or designed this bike around the idea of 29er by like 2.3s. And so of course I was just like, well, that doesn't make any sense to me. And so going for some 27.5 by 2.5s on his segmented style fork you can see here. It's got multi-mounts on the side there so we can put some bags. Very cool fork crown going on there. You can see his metal head tube badge kind of hidden in there. And yeah, so went for some big rubbers, which would be great in the pump track and urban, and then let the air out and off road we go. Moving right along, the frame set geometries are very much kind of new school hardtail with a pretty steep seat angle, something like 75 degrees, I think, and a pretty relaxed head angle, which, to be honest with you, I wasn't sure I was gonna like really kind of at all, but so far on this bike, it actually feels really good. So I have to reserve judgment on things I thought I knew about bicycles. Of course, because this is gonna be a packer, the mandatory Mora knife for defeating all wildlife is there. We went for a Dior setup for drivetrain, and then of course, being the idiot that I am, I was like, this bike needs a 2x, because if it's gonna be doing two different things, then it needs two different chain rings, right? Right. So I was able to very successfully wedge a front swing Dior front derailleur on there, and the shifting is impeccable. Dropper post, of course, and cambium C17 carved to make things more comfortable for this old fart. And checking out his bars, so these are his own sort of moto installed segmented handlebars. They're pretty rowdy. They do actually work great for mounting a front bag. But with all the stuff I have going on in my bars, I actually had to move my dropper shifter up here. So that's that. So 2x there, 10 there. I need to rock out the flanged grips because, you know, this is kind of BMX-y sort of urban inspired unit. And in the front, run in Swift Industries Zeitgeist 12-liter bag. Still tons of room under the fender there, so, or yeah, above the fender, so nothing's gonna get rubby and buzzy as we get going. All right, so there you have it, the Kruch GTREX Pumptrackpacker edition.
To be continued.